church throughout the nations, live from Telegracia International Studios. Prepare to receive the desired of all nations, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Dr. José Luis de Jesús, the man Christ Jesus.
Yo, Jesucristo hombre.
I would like to speak to you. A little while ago, I spoke to you about the rule of the gospel, and I was looking at that topic because it's an extensive topic. Because there's a rule. There's a rule that is called the rule of the sowing and reaping. For example, let's read in Galatians chapter 6. It says in verse 7, it says, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap." In this case, the context is speaking of sharing all good things with him who teaches. But we're not going to speak of sowing and reaping. We're going to talk that this is a rule that God cannot be mocked. Everything a man sows, he will reap. Why can't people accept it when we say that sin was taken away? The law and sin is not needed to discipline. Everyone takes on their own weight, and everyone knows that what they are sowing, they will reap. We have to be disciplined and organize our thoughts so that you know that what you're currently doing, sooner or later you will reap it. If you're not walking according to the rule of the law of sowing and reaping, and you know that sooner or later that is what you'll reap. I have several verses here, and remember that there are many rules. There is a rule of Paul, that is a rule of the uncircumcision. There are the Baptist rules, the Presbyterian rules, the Methodist rules, the Pentecostal rules, the Catholic rules. There's lots of rules, but there is one right that growing in grace follows, and that's the rule of the gospel of uncircumcision. That is a rule that we follow, because Paul criticized harshly any other type of rule. It says in second letter to the Corinthians chapter 10 verse 12 and 13, it says, "For we dare not class ourselves or compare ourselves with those who commend themselves. But they, measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves, are not wise. We, however, will not boast beyond measure, but within the limits of the sphere which God appointed us." A sphere which especially includes you. This means God has given us a rule, and this rule has a vocabulary. We don't say God bless you because the rule says that we're blessed. We don't say hallelujah because the rule says that the spirit that's in us cries Abba Father. We don't say that there is sin because the rule says he took sin out of the way. We don't say that the devil is like a roaring lion because that is talking about the rule of Peter of circumcision. We say the devil was destroyed because that is the rule of the circumcision. We are under this rule and we find glory there, that with one offering he made us perfect forever. Therefore, I don't know you according to the flesh. I know you according to your perfection. Who has to know themselves according to the flesh is you. If you don't follow the rule, and you know, you will reap discipline. You will reap what you're sowing. If you hurt someone, if you cheat your friend, if you're unfaithful to your wife, if you're unfaithful to your husband, in your job, with your family, with your children, it all depends on what you are sowing. That's what you will reap. Look how it says, or Jesus in the days of his flesh spoke in Matthew chapter 7. We'll read some history. Not gospel, because the rule tells us that there are two gospels, the one of the circumcision and the one of the uncircumcision. Therefore, the rule of Paul says that these books are history. Like the Catholic and Protestants say that they're gospel, but they're not. Chapter 7 says, "For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. With the rule that you measure, with you will be measured." That's why we don't need the law of Moses. The law of Moses perfected nothing after all. What we need is the law of sowing and reaping, because it is applied according to your measure, to your weight, to your behavior. There is no condemnation either. You simply pay for what you do here on earth. If you steal, you go to jail. It's simply clear, completely clear. It's something we can all agree on. You reap what you sow. Naturally, when you were ignorant before, there was a lot of forgiveness for you. A lot of forgiveness. But Matthew says that for with what judgment you judge, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. Let's see how Mark presents it. The historical book of Mark, it says, chapter 4, verse 22. It says, "For there is nothing hidden which will not be revealed." It says, "Nor has anything been kept secret, but that it should come to light." Look, for there is nothing hidden which will not be revealed, nor has anything been kept secret, but that it should come to light. If anyone has ears to hear, let him hear. You don't just have to have ears, but hear. Because it says here that anything that you try to keep secret will eventually come out to light. If it doesn't come out to light while you're alive, it will come out when you're dead. When you go out to the cloud, we will know what you were doing. I declare you blessed, reigning in life, and remember that everything works for good. Remember that no weapon forged against you will prosper. Anyone that goes against you will pay for it sooner or later, because no one can escape this law. Blessed with all blessings.